Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to explain another variation of the Ruy Lopez opening, the bishop c5 variation. Well, this variation is very similar to the Italian opening in most cases, so refer to the Italian variation of my videos, the first video, if you didn't watch it, because the openings are very similar actually. The c3 is the main line here. White can simply attack the center by moving the d4, and black simply tries to prevent it. So c3 is the main line. Knight f6, d4, attacking the bishop here and the e5 pawn. E d4 is the main line. Now there are two main positions here. White can simply play e5 to attack the knight here, or cd4. cd4 move is again very similar to the Italian opening, so I'm going to explain it first. cd4, bishop b4. If you remember from the first video of the Italian opening, this is the classical move, bishop b4 check, to attack the white's king and then attack the e4 pawn at the same time. Bishop d2 is again the main line. Bishop takes, knight takes to protect this pawn here. d5 or d6 may be movable. d5 is the main line. e5, knight e4. Here it is not advisable to take the e4 knight here, because after the e4 this pawn is very weak by this attack of the queen here. White can only move knight d2, which lets this pawn go after the queen d4, or white can move knight g1. This is very bad for white, so it is actually not advisable to use this knight e4 taking, but simply castling is fine. And black also castles here, and rook e1 and f5. This position is also very similar to the Petrov opening. I'm going to explain this opening in the other videos, so I also lets you to watch them. Here also e5 is possible. This is very sharp, because knight can go d5 and e4 square, and after knight e4 black can develop some attack from the center. This knight is very dangerous in the center, so white should be careful in this position, because after the dc3 moves, for example, the f2 pawn is very weak, attacking by the bishop here and knight here at the e4 square. So white either can take this pawn now, or he can castle to protect this f2 pawn and then trying to take this pawn here. I'm going to explain them one by one. After knight e4, white can take the pawn immediately here. This is similar to the other variation after bishop b4 check, bishop d2, bishop and knight takes, and d5. I explained this before, so this is similar after castle. Or white can simply castle here in this position. This is very sharp, because here d4 pawn is now under attack, but dc3 is very dangerous for black, because now that this d5 square is very weak, white can simply play queen d5 and bishop c4 to develop some attack to the king side of the black. Also the knight c3 is possible, attacking this knight here, controlling this square. And in this position it's hard for black to develop these pieces here. This is this move and the castling. There are also other possible moves. For example, white can simply attack this knight after queen e2 here. So black should protect this knight here by d5. This is the main line here. cd4 and bishop e7. Now black simply develops his pieces after castling. Knight c3 is the main line again here. And castle. This is equal for both sides. This knight is very strong in this position. White can try to let it go from the square by queen e2, queen c2 or bishop d3 to develop some attack after bishop d3 to h7 square. This is normal and usable in this position, and black simply tries to protect this knight by f5 or bishop f5 here, protecting this knight and controlling the center here. So this is almost equal for both sides. After d4, ed4, e5, the knight d5 is also possible, but this is not mostly played because this knight here is hanging. This is very hard for black to keep it here. For example, white can simply attack it by bishop c4 or queen b3, for example. These squares are very weak, and it is also hard for black to move d6 here in this position because this knight is now hanging. White can also developing an attack by bishop g5, for example, attacking this queen. So it is not actually advisable for the knight d5 moving here. Knight e4 in these positions are very normal and very usable here. Try to control the center by the e4 square and try to attack if you are moving this position by black. This is the bishop c5 move, very similar to the Italian opening at most cases and very similar to the Petrov opening in the other variations. Thank you for watching this video and see you again in the other videos. I'm going to explain the Ruy Lopez opening in the other videos, and I'm going to explain a very sharp opening in the next one. Thank you for watching and see you again. Take care.